girls out there. I am back again for the next episode. And where we got the curtain last episode, we talked about DNA, where we're supposed to start. But this episode, we are going to start with behavioral techniques, and much more. We're going to discuss much on the PMA, on behavioral techniques. However, what is behavioral techniques? Behavioral techniques is a kind of behavior that you put on in every profession you want to occupy in life. You want to be a scientist, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer. There is every behavior you need to put in. You don't just want to live your life anyhow because you feel like maybe you are making money or so on in life, but that is not the principle of making success in life. In every success, as I earlier said, that you can't just live your life anyhow because maybe you feel you are making money in life. No, life is not just like that. In every profession, in every vocation that you need to take in life, there's a particular character, there's a particular behavior, there's a particular techniques you need to apply into your character or into your behavior. After all, what is behavioral techniques? Behavioral techniques is a kind of habit that you form that will suit to the kind of career you wanted to be in life. However, let's speak much about behavioral techniques. We have behavioral techniques, we have what we call antecedents. In psychology, behavioral techniques is all about antecedents, consequences, but we are going to treat one after the other. However, antecedents can be defined as an emotion that you put on in life and the response that you get immediately. Then we have two types of antecedents. We have distal antecedents and proximal antecedents. These are antecedents that works in our life. And actually, this antecedent is a kind of response that you get out from the emotions. It's according to what you feel, what you think, and what you act. So the response that you get immediately is what we call antecedents. Then we have proximal and distal antecedents. Distal antecedents is a kind of antecedent that you have, or the kind of response that you have when you see a particular thing. For an instance, maybe you go to a supermarket and you find a leather jacket. And when you find a very pretty leather jacket, you will like to achieve it. This same likewise to your career. Sometimes you may see somebody being a doctor working in the hospital. You may like to achieve what this person is, or you may like to copy what he has done. And this is what we call antecedent control. How does antecedent control us? It's the same thing as I said as an example. You can also go to somewhere or in the school, you see a graduate doing some certain things and you admire it. What made you to admire it is what we call distal antecedents. Then there's another one we call proximal antecedents. This proximal antecedent is a kind of antecedent, a kind of emotional response that comes immediately the act that was taken. For an instance, you commit a crime and you need to be punished on it. Also is an antecedent, but in that area we call it consequence. And what actually is the meaning of consequence? It is what follows you, the top events and the events that follows the response immediately after what you have done. For an instance, maybe you commit a crime and you need to be punished, that is what we call consequences. Because the punishment now is coming after what you feel, or after what you have done, or after the acts you have done, maybe committing the crime. So what follows it is the punishment, and that punishment is what we call consequences. Now, having these consequences, these things also relate to our career also. You want to be a doctor, you want to be whatsoever you want to be in life. There are some activities you need to do. There are some behaviors you need to do. If you fail in your plans, you would rather get consequence out of it. Remember, whatever you put into your life, that is the outcome that you get. The income into your life determines the outcome into your life. So it's the same thing as the consequences we are talking about. If you commit crime, you'll be punished. That is the issue. Then, if you do something well, you will be rewarded for it. It is also what we call consequences. However, let's move to the next point. How does antecedents control us? As I earlier said, you admire someone, maybe you see a very pretty girl, you want to admire her. That is what we call the controls of antecedents. There's another one we have here, exposure to new experience in life. It's also part of behavioral techniques. You need to be exposed. You don't just feel like to sit down one place and you feel maybe because your business is moving and you don't want to move ahead. No, for you to succeed in life, you need new experience in life. You need to be exposed. You have to travel wide. You have to learn vast. You have to learn a lot from different sorts of books. Not just only to sit down one place, you read mathematics and you feel that it's all about. You need to read from other sorts of scientific areas of books, psychological areas of books, and also newspapers and everything. You need to be moving out. Get down to the cities, if peradventure you're in the village. Learn from other people's background, from other people's talents, from other people's experience. Then you can add to your own. This is how you start, and this is how you expose yourself to new experiences. And this is one of the greatest keys to success. Without you being exposed to new experiences, there's no way you can succeed as possible as it is. Now we are talking about career choosing. You want to choose a career. How do you choose your career? To choose a career is very simple, but it's personal. For you to choose a career depends on you. It depends on what you want. What I want may not be what you want. For an instance, I want to be a scientist. You may not like to be a scientist. You may want to be a lawyer, you may want to be a tailor or whatever. But this is how you do it. But above all, there is a principle ways of choosing the right career. How do you choose the right career? Here. First and foremost, before you choose the right career, there are some things you need to know before choosing the right career. The point here is that what is the difference between career and profession? And this is the next point we are going to discuss. A vocation is a career. A profession is just an ordinary job that you are doing to earn a living. While a career is a vocation, or vocation is a career. What are the examples of vocations? To be a lawyer, to be a doctor, sort of like business icons, sort of like presidents of a nation, sort of like being a governor. So many things that is top events. These are what we call careers. Profession is a job that you need to do. The examples of them like being a classroom teacher, being a leader of a particular group, just working in a company, earning a salary just to eat. And that's all about professions. And let me throw more light on what we understand by success or career. Career is a kind of vocation that you do that will end up forever in life. While profession is a kind of success you achieve after 2 to 3 years, or let's just assume highest, minimum, and maximum 40 years. You may reign for 40 years. At the end of the day, everything dies, the business dies, and everything dies. That is what we call professional success. Then what we call of career success or vocational success is a kind of success that will last you forever. For example, if you are to be a scientist, vocations like scientists is forever. For example, let's talk about Julius Caesar. We know who Julius Caesar is all about. Even when he's dead, we are hearing his names. His books and his discoveries are still going forth in life. So anything that has to do with vocational success is forever in life. Generations upon generations, we hear about you. Let's talk about the Bright brothers. If you want to study anything that has to do with aeronautic aircraft, there is no how you can study these things without hearing about the Bright brothers. The Bright brothers, they are the ones who discovered, the first people that discovered aircraft. So that is what we call success in vocations. It's forever. Unlike profession whereby you reign, you succeed for just some minutes, some moments of years, and everything dies, your name dies, everything dies, and you cannot reign anymore. Yeah, it's a kind of success that will last forever, and that is what we call vocational success. And this success is not a kind of success that you just jump into. It's not a kind of behavior you just jump into. It's a long-lasting success. It's a long-lasting behavior. And the two behaviors are not of the same. Professional behaviors is not as the same as vocational behaviors. For you to be a vocational career choosing person, you must to be patient. You must to be concentrating. You have to put all your powers to make sure that you are concentrating on your careers. And in these careers, there are principles you need to follow, which is one of it is power concentration. The other one is what we call enthusiasm. The other set point is what we have to call curiosity. When curiosity here means the zeal, then the enthusiasm here means the interest you have as every dying of the action. You need to plan it. You need to plan your days. You need to plan your hours. You need to plan your minutes. Just like what some people normally do, which is always very wrong in the area of career planning or in the area of choosing career. People always love going after money, most especially in this our Nigerian environment. Everybody is just after money, money, money. But that is not the right thing. I'm not saying that money is not good in everything you want to do. But in life that has to do with career or any behavior that needs to do with career, you have to set a time frame. There should be a time for you to search for money. There should be a time for you to read. There should be a time for you to listen to academical things, to listen for lectures like this, so that you can be able to build up yourself. There's another way you can also do to assess yourself. Maybe at the end of the day, however, you need to plan your days, plan everything you do, and set a time for relaxation. A time for relaxation is just a time that you need to meditate and memorize what you have done for the day. Not just every minute, every hour, you look for money. How to know, the next point here is how to know the right career to choose. How do you know the right career to choose? You may reflect back your memory when you were a child, like from 3 years to 6 years time. There are some things you might be very good at. And when you reflect your memory, and now you come back to the time that you have come to the old age, in area for you to do what? To choose the career. If it rhymes together, which means that is the right career for you to choose. Another segment here is, if God has called you and showed you some certain things in your vision, revelations, or dreams, and you see yourself doing some certain things, if it rhymes with the choice that you have made in your career choosing. That means that is the right career for you. A summary of it all in this episode, as we have discussed about PMA. PMA is a positive mental attitude, and we have NMA. NMA is negative mental attitude. It's all about your mentality. Behavioral system is all about your mentality, either positive or negative. It can be constructive, it can be destructive. So whatever you are doing in life is summary. You need to know what you put into your life. Whatever you put, the input of the character or the behavior you put into your life is that determine the output that you will get as in reward of your life and in success. So as we have said, there is negative mental attitude, which is NMA, and there's what we call positive mental attitude, PMA. You need to use positive mental attitude to achieve a success for yourself, to achieve whatever you need in life for yourself. When next we meet in the next episode, we are going to discuss about the law of cosmic reaction force. And in this law of cosmic reaction force, that's where we are going to learn much about types of success, categories of success, and levels of success in life. It is important for you to learn these things before you be able to know what to do in life. Life is not just all about to live it anyhow you feel. Life is all about principle. As we are treating on this, we shall get to know the principles of life. And when you learn all these things, it will be good for you to pattern your life in the right way and to get your right career. Don't forget, we are still on discovering your talents, and today's episode is behavioral techniques on career success. You can keep subscribing on these full channels on the screen, or you call the following numbers on the screen. If you need the book, don't forget to get this contact for home delivery. As you stay connected, be blessed, and follow us as well. The numbers